Hey guys, it's Simon, and today I'm going to be making a tutorial on CSV files in Python. So if you don't already know, CSV stands for comma separated values, and here's an example. It's kind of like a spreadsheet, but it's a TXT file. So here I have a header called title, and we have rating and year, and below it we have something like the flash, rating of 5, and the year it was made, 2023. This is the very recent Flash movie. Then we have the founder, rating 10. I actually don't know when the founder was made. I'm just guessing 2020. But that's sort of an example of what a CSV file looks like. So in order to use CSV files, read and write from them, we have to import the CSV module in Python. Now for writing, first we have to open our CSV file. I'm actually going to go ahead and delete data.csv. Okay. So let's open data.csv. And since I don't have it currently, it'll make it for us. We're going to open it in write mode, and let's call it file. And when we're done writing code here, we have to make sure we call file.close. Or a better approach would be to use the with statement. Because if we get an exception, then the file won't close. But with this approach, the file will close even if an exception is thrown. So first we have to get a writer with the CSV.writer function, and it takes in a file. So we can't put a path in here, it only takes in a file. So you have to make sure you use a file and not a path. And the writer has a write row method, and this takes in an iterable. So I'm just going to use a list, and let's start to make our CSV file. We can have something like product, ID, and price. Writer.write row. Here I'm going to say Apple. ID can be 1. Make the price $250. A pretty expensive Apple. And let's do a banana. Sorry, that's being iterable. Banana 2. Let's make it $2. So now that we have our CSV writer, it's going to write each of these rows to our CSV file, and it's going to make data.csv. So let's run it. Here you see we have data.csv, and we have all of our values. Next, I'm going to show you how to read from the CSV file. So I'm going to use the with statement again. And I'm actually going to read from this file right here. I found this on a website called W3 Resources. It has a lot of stuff, Python related or any language. There's some exercises here. I highly suggest doing a few just to get comfortable with the functions in the CSV module. So I'll put this in the description. So I just copied the CSV file over. So we're going to open employees.csv. We're not going to put it into write mode because we're just reading from it. Here we're going to get a reader. It's just like getting a writer. We call csv.reader. Pass in our file. So our reader is actually iterable. So I'm going to do something real quick here. Let's convert it to a list. And let's print that out. So here you can see we have the CSV file. It's a list of lists, and each list inside of it is a row. So we have the header here, and then we have the different employees. So that means that we can iterate over this reader. So let's do for row in reader. Every single iteration of reader is going to produce one row. And we can print the row. So you can see something strange here. It's not printing these rows. And the reason for that is because when you iterate over the reader, like right here, we're iterating over the reader to convert it to a list. The cursor that starts right here when you make the reader has to go through this whole thing, and it'll end right here. So then when you're iterating over it the second time, the cursor is still here. So it's not going to get any of this data. It's already done. So I'm going to delete this line. And now it should work. There we go. And we can do some pretty interesting things here. Like if we just wanted to get the first name, we can call row 1. We can put it into names. Let's put names equals. Actually, we can use list comprehension here. Names equals row of 1 for row in reader. Then we can print the names, just like that. So you can see the possibilities are really endless in Python, and we did all of this just in a few lines. So just use your imagination. I suggest going through here and like trying to do some crazy things. Maybe you can add up some numbers here, find like the average salary. You know, it's really crazy what you can do in Python. So hope you enjoyed this video. This is my first video. So if you want to leave a comment, I'm sure I'll see it because this isn't going to get many views. So if you leave a comment with a question, I'm guaranteed going to see it. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next tutorial. Peace.